In the previous video, you saw us from Scheveningen to IJmuiden and then to Den Helder. Today we're going from Den Helder to Texel.
You try to hide as time ticks by, but I see you. Bite the bullet, you know it, your face won't show it. Gonna fall through. I can play along. No, it takes too long. Count to 10, hold your breath, just dive in, keep what's left. Time is running out. It's running out.
We went to Ouderschild Marina. Ouderschild is the fishing harbour of the island. In the 17th century, when the Dutch East India Company ships were sailing from Amsterdam, they waited for favourable winds at the Reede van Texel. The Reede van Texel is on the sea near Ouderschild. With our little storm at sea, of course something else broke down. But luckily it was an easy fix.
Ja, hoe zit erin?
So we're on our way back now. We tried to make it in one go. That means we had a night shift, my first one ever, and it was pretty okay. It felt really nice. You couldn't see the waves, so and luckily it's a calm sea. So we tried to go back on one go to our home marina, and we didn't get to manage that because after 14 hours we were just so tired and we felt a bit guilty to Harley. He doesn't go on a boat yet, so we stopped in Scheveningen and then we go from one night's sleep at Scheveningen, we go home to our own marina. So Agus has arrived with his new boat a while ago. Egbert went to the UK because he saw this boat, the Blue Heron, and this is the old one. Sold.
Collinacci design. It's sold to me as a 37 foot, but actually he's a 40 foot. And long keeled, heavy design. Really well built. Everything is really strong and well, as I said, hardly used. I fixed all the things that didn't work and well, he's ready to go now.
So the next plan is to sail away to the south
yeah,
with the new boat. and I'm coming along just to go to Stellendam. It's just a couple of hours to sail there. And then Vincent's picking me up after the lock, I guess.
Yep.
And then you're gonna sail to the UK the next morning.
Yeah, towards the UK.
Towards the UK, yeah.
First some miles west before I can go south. Nice handholds everywhere. Freshly installed solar panels. Small cockpit, but don't need anything more than this. Of course, there's a big steering hut.
Oh, that's nice. Nice, warm, dry pilot house.
Yeah,
That's exactly what you wanted, right?
exactly what I wanted. Yeah. The pilot house is especially nice for sailing around here, the area, like Bay of Biscay, North Sea, and whatever. When it's like cold and wet, and it's nice. But like for tradesman sailing, then you don't necessarily need a pilot house. But then again, it's nice to be out of the sun. Bit of improvised seabird, but I'll fix something nicer along the way, I think.
It will do. It's an oldie, but it works. Sleeping area.
Bedroom, a toilet.
We went out sailing on his 28-foot boat on a twister, and he just tear the toilet out for more space for the sails. But now you have a toilet.
Yeah.
Yay, toilet.
Hi guys, it's been a while, but we've been really busy updating the boat. What have we done so far to get this boat ready for our big journey? Well, the first thing we did is upgrading the anchor. We had a CQR anchor, 15 kilos I believe, and it held until 20 knots of wind pretty good in sand or mud. But we noticed during our holiday in the south of Holland with a bit of a rough seabed, the anchor wasn't sufficient. So we decided to update for a Rockna 25 kilos. Well, we're not sponsored by Rockna in any way, but we just decided to get this anchor because it's a proven design and it's a really good anchor. Okay, the next thing we did was install a safety net. We've installed a safety net for two reasons. The first and most important one is for our dog Harley. Second reason is if we drop something on the deck, it will not fall off as easy as that. So that's the two reasons why we did that. Okay guys, the third upgrade we did is the big cockpit tent. We live on board, and in the Netherlands the weather in the winter and in the autumn is not so nice, even not in spring, because it's always windy, it's always rainy. That's why we want to move south anyway. The fourth project that we did, it was quite a big one, and I'm still working on it as we speak, is installing solar panels. You want to be able to live off grid from the energy of the sun. You're not docked, obviously you're at anchor, so you want to have solar panels. Well, we have a setup, as you can see. This is our setup. We have two of these solar panels on each side. To be able to mount these, we've welded an extra bar here in between, and here as well. So this actually has two functions. One, it can hold the mounting of the solar panels. And 2, safety. If we now step out of the cockpit, we immediately have a rigid bar to hold on to, instead of grabbing a lifeline like this. So this panel is 110 watts, on the other side as well, and on top of the spray hood we have 2 solar panels of 160 watt each. So combined we now have a solar output of 452 watts. As you can probably tell, it's blowing a bit. The forecast said 35 knots sustained and over 60 in gusts. So, but we have some epic footage to show you about this, and we will arrive there in just a few moments. I'm here back again with the weather report. 2 weeks ago we had Storm Kiara. She was a pretty violent storm. The week after that we had Dennis. Not so severe, but yeah, caused some damage here and there. And now we have a storm again. I don't know how it's called, but I have the feeling it's even more violent than the previous ones. Yeah, if you want to see the power of this storm, just take a look behind me. Just a big branch fell off this tree. Wow. It was ripped off by the wind. We heard it cracking and falling. It's terrible, but yeah, that's nature, eh? Woo! That's a big storm! I'm getting wet, but not from the rain. It's just the water that's spraying off the waves. It's picked up by the wind. Really, really windy now. I estimate around 50 knots. You don't want to be in this water right now. Even though the waves are not like on the North Sea or on the ocean, it's short, choppy waves, and you just don't want to be in there. I'm going back to the boat now. So I'm back at our own dock. As you can see, it's a lot calmer here in this area of the marina, but still we are rocking around pretty severe. I tied some extra ropes to secure the boat even better. I will show you. Look, I put on some extra ropes, just to prevent the boat from rocking sideways, and that helps quite a bit. So, but I want to show you something else. You see, normally these water birds don't get along pretty well. We call them meerkoeten, and they always fight, always. But all of a sudden it's bad weather and they are coexisting on a small piece of water. Yeah, only during the storm these guys cuddle up, and yeah, they get along pretty well. But when the storm is over, start fighting again.
As winter has arrived, it is a good opportunity to finish the solar panel project. We are going into hibernation and will see you next season. Thank you for watching, and we really appreciate it if you subscribed to our channel to support our journey. See you next season!